Hey, welcome back to Change the Way You Think podcast. Have you ever felt that maybe you're not worthy or that something happened to you that so you don't deserve the same help that others have? And this is something I just went through, and this is something I want to do to help some people. So I started counseling back in October, mainly for me and my son, and to come to find out I need it more than my son does. There's a lot of things that happened to me, I guess, as a child that affects me. And I read a book. I just read it. I'm sorry, I can't. It's The Boy Who Was Raised as a Dog, I believe is the name of it, and it's about childhood trauma and how it affects you from the time you're born to as an adult. And I was in counseling a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to her. I was like, I just don't feel that I should be here because I haven't went through some of the trauma some of these kids. One was a little girl got raped for 3 years, from 3 to 6. Another one saw her mom get killed. A little bitty girl, 3 years old or so, see her mom get killed, and her throat got sliced. The little girl's did. She survived, and just all this trauma. So I'm like, I just don't think I belong here, or not that I don't belong, that I just don't feel that I have the issues that they have going through what they've been through. And to come to find out after reading that book, I realized I'm worthy of counseling, that I have things going on in my nervous system that I never knew because of the way your brain and your body works to suppress certain things that happen to you at a young age. And it really had me thinking about all the people in this world that don't understand this. They don't understand your brain and your body, how things work to trauma. And it doesn't have to be seeing your mom get killed or your throat sliced. It doesn't have to be that you got raped or molested personally. Um, but for instance, things that happened to me as a child. My dad is a pedophile. He's been in prison since I was 18 years old. And as a child, I seen him beat every woman that he ever had, including my mom. I seen him waking up as a young kid with him in the floor with my stepsister or in the bed with her, and all these things. And then my mom letting me go over there, and just so many things in my life that happened. I'm like, yeah, that sucks, but it never happened to me directly. But, I did get my ass beat, and I did see all this stuff. And I realized after going to counseling that I do need help. There is things in me that is keeping me from going where I want to go in life because I feel stuck. I have a way that I'm set on my path. Like I'm this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be, and that's held me down. It's helped me grow to an extent in business and in life. Like I'm growing and I'm thriving to an extent, but I don't feel I'm where I need to be, where God's wanting me to go, because I have these issues in my nervous system that I didn't realize that are affecting me. And I stay on that. This is the way it's going to be. It's how I protect myself. And this is coming from the counselor, and it all makes sense. This is how I protect myself in life, so I don't ever get hurt again from whatever happened as a childhood, from the drinking, the bars, from all the things that I've seen and been around my whole life up until, my dad went to prison. Being in a cult with my mom. My mom was in a church cult at one time when I was younger. So all this stuff, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, that stuff sucks, but I didn't ever witness my mom get murdered. I didn't ever get raped or molested. I know people that did, and it probably happened in front of me. And there's memories I probably don't know. Being as a young kid, walking in, there's porn playing, and my dad's like, "Hey, watch this, look at this," as a little kid, right? And I know it bothered me and it affects me, but your body has a way to put that stuff, or your brain has a way to put that stuff back. Some people it don't. Some people it affects everybody differently. And I realize that this is what's holding me back. And I'm saying this because after reading that book and going to counseling, there's so many people out there, so many children out there that has been abused or seen things, or traumatic things in their life that's affected them as children, that affects them as they grow up. They never get help. They never understand as an adult. Like, I'm almost 48 years old, and I feel almost like I'm so old. How come I never figured this out? How come I don't understand this? Nobody does until you go to people that understand how your brain and how your body works. And I'm saying this because I want to encourage people that are hurting, that went through things. They may not say, oh, it's not as bad as a little girl getting raped, or a boy that was literally raised in a dog cage as dogs because his mom died and the dad didn't know how to raise he was kind of mental retarded, didn't know how to raise a kid, so he put him in dog kennels, right? That is extreme, and it sucks and it hurts, and I have such a place in my heart for children. There's another book, the Dangerous Gentleman, I believe that's what it's called, by Victor Marx, I think his name. Sorry, I don't have all this memorized. Never have any of this memorized. I just do this on a whim because it's just something that I think God puts in me to speak out about. But anyways, so these books and things I read, the counseling just has me thinking about people. And I think about it when I was in school, some of the kids, the weird kids that we thought were weird, or the things going on, we have no idea what happened to them. And as a society, we don't think about that. We don't think about the trauma or the things that people go through and how it affects you. Some turn into murderers. Some people can't be helped because they're too far gone, because they weren't caught early enough in life, because nobody understands it. Nobody understands in the school system. They're just there to march a bunch of people in to get money and teach them about nothing and release them to the real world. And that's one reason why I homeschool my son, so he can understand the real world. And I have the effect on the way he is raised and what he learns. But as a society, a whole, CPS, all of it, they're so far behind in this mental health deal that people suffer and don't even know they're suffering. They have things that happen to them and they don't even know why they are the way they are. And the past doesn't have to define us. The past definitely makes us who we are, but it doesn't define us. Our presence is what defines, the present tense is what defines us. How we act, how we react, how we do to change things defines us. But if you're not trying to find help, or think you don't have a problem, or think your trauma is not bad enough to go get help, my counselor has a counselor, and her trauma is not nothing to mine. She had a great childhood, Christian raising. She's a great person. She just had some things that happened, nothing bad, just some things that happened that she has to go to counseling. Most people have a coach or a counselor, and I'm realizing that. I know about the coach, I know about the mentors, I know about the business coaching. But I didn't realize that most people have a counselor. Counselors have counselors to help them, because they hear and see so much crap that, I mean, obviously, or they have their own issues. So if you have things in your brain and you're like, oh, this ain't bad enough, please go get help. Please find somebody to talk to. It will help you. And I am not healed, and I am working on it. And she said it's going to take me time. And she don't even know if my nervous system's ready to do the things she is going to do to help me figure these things out, to help me, which is going to help me succeed even more in life, to find my true purpose. I can't serve my purpose in life that God wants me to do if I can't get my nervous system right, if I can't figure out the things that happened to me as a kid that's keeping me on this straight and narrow, or keeping me on this certain path, because I know what God wants me to do, but I just can't quite get there. For some reason, there's something holding me back. I don't know what it is, and I haven't known what it is for years and years, but I know I'm supposed to be something. I know I'm supposed to have God's purpose. I know I'm supposed to be successful. I know I'm supposed to get the ranch that I want, just throwing that out there. I know I'm supposed to speak on stage. I know I'm supposed to help children. I know, but I don't know how to get there because my nervous system won't let me. So she's going to help me fix this so I can get to where God wants me to be. And you can't if you don't have help. God puts people in our path to help us. And if we don't see it and we don't take it because of our own selfish reasons, or we don't feel that our things in life are worthy of getting help, no matter what it is, no matter how small it is. If there's something going on and you just can't get there, or you're miserable, or you are successful, but you're not happy, have all the money in the world and you're not happy, one, you should, if you don't know who Jesus Christ is or God is, you need, that's number one. But even then, God's going to put people in your life to help you succeed, to help you get to where you are, to help you do the purpose that he puts you on this world for, on this earth for, in this life for. Right? And I have my core values, and my number two is to live with intention to live God's purpose for me. And how can I do that if I have things going on that I know that things happened to me as a child, and I just kind of, you're like I say, your body and your brain puts that in a compartment. And sometimes people use it and are evil, and some people put it away, and it still affects them no matter what. I had no idea. And she told me back in October that I have things. I'm like, that's all, whatever. I'm over it. I forgive my dad. I forgive my mom, right? It's not forgiveness that helps you move past it. Your nervous system and your brain has that in there, and it affects you one way or the other. And just like me, this is the way it is. I'm black or white. There is no gray. I don't ever. And that's not good. I mean, yeah, it's helped me get to where I am, but it's also helping me stay where I am. It's not helping me grow. It's not helping me find that purpose to be able to get to where God wants me to be. And I just something that's really hit I've been working on hard this week. It hit me Monday. Went to men's group Monday night. Another thing hit me with me and my son, right? All this stuff hits me and it's helping me heal. And I believe it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but I'm here for it. And and I want it faster than what it's going to be. And she tells me that she thinks I'm worried that it's not going to happen fast enough. But I told her, reassured her, I'm here. I have to serve God's purpose, whatever that is. So I have to heal myself, and I have to be able to move forward so I can serve that purpose. And it's taken me 40, almost 48 years to realize this. I've been self-employed since I was 22 years old. And I've struggled, and my vision when I first started my AC company never happened because of me, not because of anybody else, but because of me. So I've been struggling with this and not even knowing it or realizing it or understanding it. And if you don't get out there and you don't read and you don't do things to make you, what is the word I'm trying to think? I always read. I encourage everybody to read because you can learn so much from it. You may not understand it, but once that person's in your life, you're like, oh, that makes more sense now. Now I understand it because I've read so many books to help me, so many books to help me from your mindset to sales and all that. And I'm pretty good at sales. I've always have been because it's just talking, being natural, giving somebody something that they want. But doing these other self-help books, like I can do that, but I never do it. For some reason, I'm stuck. There's something in my head that's stuck. Like I read all these books. Why can't I do? Why can't I remember? Why can't I do this? I know this about, I'm constantly doing this in my brain. But knowing now, because I went somewhere, God put somebody in my life, in my path to help me see this and understand this and know that I have to work on it so I can do God's purpose. And it's funny because the same person that recommended the counselor to me also said, hey, I got a men's group. Would love for you to come. So guess what? I got a men's group and a counselor all in one day. And this was months ago. And it's just great how if you keep praying and you keep knowing you need to be better and you keep growing and know that you want to grow and be better and serve God's purpose, how he puts that in front of you on his time, not yours. And patience is hard for me. But the older I get, I realize it's never my time. My girlfriend, we've been talking for 5 years. I've been searching for the perfect girl for forever. And I found her, and I didn't even know it for 5 years because I thought the grass was greener on the other side. And I realized it's never greener on the other side if you're searching for God's purpose, if you're living for him, and he puts it in there right when you need it. Like my counselor said, at 30 years older, like that's what I said. Why couldn't I have found this out 20 years ago, 30 years ago, at my 40s? I'd have been further along. She's like, that's not the way God works. He gives it to you whenever he needs you to have it, not when you want it. He knows better than you. And I don't care what anybody says or anybody makes fun of me about believing because I know God is real. I know he puts things in front of me. I've seen it. I feel it. I've been through so much shit in my life. And I realize how much shit I've been through now. To be where I'm at right now is nobody but God. And bottom line. And I don't care what anybody thinks because I give glory to him each and every day I wake up for giving me a new day to be better, to do better, and to learn. And guess what? He's putting the things in front of me to help me do that. And I promise he'll do the same for you. I promise. If you read the Bible, if you study it, you learn it, get in a group. And if you don't get in a group, there's books that'll help you study, help you understand the Bible. And if you just give it a shot with an open mind, it'll change your life. And then things will come in play like they are with me, like my counselor, and helping me understand the trauma in my life that affected me. It's affecting me now at 40, almost 48. I'll be 48 in less than a month. It's affecting me now from something that happened when I was 2. My very first memory in my whole entire life was my dad kicking in the door and beating the shit out of my mom. I've seen him beat every wife he had. Grew up in bars from a young kid, coming home at 2 or 3 in the morning with my dad in bars. I've had my ass beat because I said something wrong to him. I woke up in him in bed with little girls as a kid. I was a kid. And I'm not saying this because I don't want people to feel sorry for me or understand that this has nothing to do with it. But these are the things that happened in my life. And I just kind of put them away. I'm like, cool, I'm where I'm at because I'm hard nosed, I survive, and I'm straightforward, and I just stick on my path. I protect myself. And that's why I'm where I'm at. Some people aren't that lucky. Some people end up in prison or murderers or whatever. They're constantly in trouble, or they're poor, or they're broke. They have no desire, they have no ambition. Because people don't understand, the society don't understand that things affect you from the time you were born, sometimes even in the womb, till you go figure out somebody that can help you find it. And I really encourage people to do that. And it's helping me. It's helping me and my son. It's helping me in my business. It's going to help me. It's helping me in my relationship. It's going to help me just to serve God's purpose, which is all I ever ask when I pray. Is like, God, let me be a light. Put in front of me what you need me to do today. Please just show me what I need to do to serve your purpose, not my purpose, not to live for the world, but live for him, because I want eternity in heaven. I want a place where there is no sin, there is no sickness, there is no sadness, where it's joy and peace and true love. And if you don't desire that, man, that's horrible, because there's nothing better in life than to truly love, have true joy, not happiness, true joy and peace inside of you. And you have to go people, you have to find the people that God's putting in front of you to be able to do that. So get out there. If you have anything, who cares how small it is, how big it is, go find somebody. And if you don't like them, go to the next person and the next person. There's ways to get help. There's ways to help you grow, to help you be successful, and help you to find and serve God's purpose. And if you know anybody needs to hear this, please share it. Please subscribe. Please like. Please give me comments. Let me know what you think about these podcasts. And remember, change the way you think. That way you can change your lives and find that true peace and joy that God wants to give you. We'll talk to y'all later.